My kids prefer my husband's GF over me. How can I get his support? My husband and I were together for 8 years before having our first son, and things changed drastically after we became parents. My desire level died because of exhaustion and being a new mother. Although he helped a lot, I never regained the same level of desire, and after our second son, we had to have a conversation because it was becoming a major issue. I didn't care about sex anymore, although I was willing to go along with it, but there were some lines I drew that I hadn't before. He came out as a furry a year into our relationship, and I went along with it, but after having children, I decided it made us incompatible. I suggested that if he wanted more sex and someone willing to pretend to be various animal characters, he should get a girlfriend. He found one after about a year online. Although I initially suggested it, I wasn't happy. I didn't believe he could find someone because he has ADHD and might be slightly autistic. She is very eccentric and, according to her parents, diagnosed autistic, but she is a sweet woman and gets along with everyone. After a while, I agreed that she could move in with us, and things were going well. However, over the last 2 years, there have been many issues I don't like. 1. My husband spends more time with her than with me, and they send each other cutesy texts, which he never does with me. 2. Her parents are well off and buy my kids expensive gifts that make my parents, and to a lesser extent his parents, their real grandparents, look bad. 3. The kids seem to like her more than me sometimes. For example, she spends a lot of time teaching them how to draw, which our oldest son loves. 4. She wears animal accessories in public. Last week, we reached a snapping point when we went out for lunch after picking up the kids from school. I suggested we get haircuts for the kids and then go to the specialty cheese shop in the mall where the hairdressers are. My husband wanted to go to the comic book store instead, and his girlfriend agreed as she wanted to get a bobblehead. I asked the kids directly if they would rather go with me or her, and they both chose her. It feels like I'm falling out of favor with my husband and kids, and I want advice on how to reverse this. Since we are married, I expect my husband to back me up on issues like this. How can I make that happen? Edit. Wow, I wasn't expecting this to blow up. For those who sent supportive messages, thank you. From the comments and some messages, I feel this may not have been the ideal place to post. I will repost to the poly sub as suggested by many. For those who judged and blamed me entirely, I don't know what to say. I can't blame the lack of desire entirely on the kids, but it was a big part. I also feel that men do not have the right to a woman's body just because they are married, so I decided not to dress up as various animals anymore and accept being used. For those siding with my husband, I guess you don't agree with this, and all I can say is shame on you. For those outraged that I agreed to her moving in, she helped a lot, she is a nice person, and the issues have grown slowly over the last couple of years. The other red herring was the cheese shop versus comic book store. I understand it wasn't the best example, but it was the last straw in a long line of similar situations. The kids preferring to be picked up from school by a snow vixen. The youngest even screamed at me one day when I picked him up and asked why he couldn't be picked up by a snow vixen. The kids, my husband, and the girlfriend all overrule me at night, watching Pokemon together after dinner. I really hate that, but they unite against me. It's just the smallest things to the biggest things, and my husband almost never sides with me. TLDR, my husband and kids prefer his girlfriend to me, and I am upset and want to know how to get him to back me up.
If you liked this video, make sure you hit the like button and comment down below your thoughts. Also don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos like this.